You know, as time progresses and move on, one must see that sometimes a person like myself, I have to reheat the past so my audience can get the point of view on YouTube. I thank y'all to all my subscribers. Before I start this publication, I really want to give thanks to my subscribers and the people who view my commentary. You very much appreciate it. I like when people view my dialogue. That means I must be doing something right instead of something wrong. This might offend some people. Well, it's the truth. So if you're offended by it, I advise you to reference it and look it up for yourself. It's the truth. It's time for them lies to stop. Stop. And I want to get this publication out the way early because I don't want to wait around the holiday. This is due to Thanksgiving, the day of Thanksgiving. And I will have a Halloween edition coming later on. As we partake in Thanksgiving and throw that and glutton out, cranberry, stuffing, turkey, all the trimmings of Thanksgiving. As you know, it was a great slaughter on that day. And it was the slaughter of Native Americans. That's the real history of Thanksgiving. Not no sitting at the table brotherhood with the pilgrims. No. So once you go into detail, know the real stuff that went down, such as the Trail of Tears too, you get the understanding Native American was going through hell at that period. Now the negro and the Native American got a lot in common because we went through the same kind of process, and we still going through that process because we have a lot of mental illness still within the psyche of our minds. You can see it on YouTube every day. You feel me? Now, I just want to embark on this subject a little bit more. The people embrace nature. Yes, they did. They really lived off the land. They utilized the buffalo for the skins. I mean, they utilized that beast to no end. They made shoes out of them, moccasins out of them. They made coats out of them when the winter came. They had teepees. They had a herbalist, which was witch doctors. They knew the herbs of the field. They knew how to deworm themselves, get the parasites out of them, eating tree bark. These people had it going on. They had a nice system until the interloper came. Sound familiar? Same thing that happened in Black Wall Street. Sound familiar? See, these are the things we got to understand as people in this time of day. You got to do your history, folks. Like I always tell people, if you don't do your history, you won't know what's going on in the future. And we got a lot of brothers and sisters still don't think that's the truth. Some of the things that's playing out now is due to the fact we don't study our history. You see? I had to take a pause for the cause to think about that. Just think about it. When I pause, that means I want y'all to really let it sink in before I start up again. My thing is this. If you gonna pray for the true founding fathers, not the ones on Mount fucking Rushmore. The true founding fathers, which was the Native Americans. Still, we need to pray for those brothers and sisters. As well as you know, we helped them out during those Seminole Wars. If you don't know what a Seminole is an African interbred with a Native American, and there you have it. There's your Seminole. That's what Seminoles is and are. So go and reference that. Go look it up for yourself. You know, during that time when they was hunting us down with the bloodhounds through the swamps, slave catchers, we got busy with the Native Americans. And this is why all, you know, you hear these black people, I got Cherokee, I got this in me, I got this. Oh yeah, okay. And rightfully so, probably do. And you just a Seminole. You don't even know. Some of these Negroid Indians don't even know they're Seminoles. Call it what it's supposed to be called. You're a Seminole. You're African mixed with a Native American. And these are things we got to look at. You know, I'm just throwing some stuff out there because it's very similar stuff when it comes between the Negro and the Native American. You know, they fought for reparations. They scattered them all out in the Midwest somewhere. You got these reservations. They way out Oklahoma, all in them territories. You know, they came all the way. Actually, it was from all the way down South America, all the way up into Chicago, and even more. You had Native Americans that in California, thanks to the Hidden Colors trilogy. This is why I tell people start talking about Tyreek. Start talking about that guy, because I must give him props because he brought out 3 trilogies. 3 videos, which is a trilogy video that brought so much essence and knowledge to the black collective, and they didn't leave the Native American out. God bless them. God bless the historians. God bless him for bringing that publication out. That needs to be viewed over and over again. These young people really need to sit at the table and look at that for what it is. Because I bet you some of them haven't even watched Hidden Colors yet. Go get it. It's out there. Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3. Let me get back on this video. This is going to be long because I really want y'all to get the point. Now I talked about reparations. Now let's bring it up to this date. We haven't got reparated for the atrocities that was perpetrated on us. Okay? And here lies the dilemma. We got these guys like Dr. Claude Anderson giving us the blueprint. Here I go again. I know y'all getting tired of me saying this in my videos. The economic sector, brothers, is not working it out like they supposed to. Everyone holding their purse strings, don't want to make the money grow. Again, black folks, Negro, how in the hell you expect to compete with other nationalities and you can't compete with your own? You frustrated because we don't work together. Then we get pissed off. Then we get jealous of each other. Then start murdering each other. And it's 2015. That's slave doggy dog mentality we have in our mindsets. Or it wouldn't play out in these inner city streets every day. I gotta keep referencing that. I gotta keep talking about that dilemma we got. Here's a whole race of people that almost was eradicated off the face of the earth. They ain't asked for that, but it happened. It's a difference though. We eradicating our own self in the streets every day. We killing out. We exterminating our own self. Half of it is a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. That's what it is. Half of it's not even that serious. This is why you got to study This is why I brought the Native American up. You got to study their atrocities. Just like I had to tell this guy, this Jew boy, that told me to forget my Holocaust, and I talked about his Holocaust and gave props to his race. I don't hate no Jewish people. I'm not racist. I point out the facts. I point out the history details and what happened to every race. You have your Burma Holocaust, your Cambodian Holocaust. All the people over there getting slaughtered. What's his name? Pol Pot, whatever his name was. Yeah, that situation going on over there. You had the ethnic cleansing of Mao. I go on and on about the atrocities men, dictators, impose on their countrymen. So, you know, we got to look at this pathological situation when it comes to holocausts, homicide, what have you, to indigenous people and people that's not within the land. Interlopers, the interlope, the outside looking in. Illuminati, y'all guys do all these videos about the Illuminati. That's the Illuminati, man. I'm a firm believer of one of their rules: keep the population under a certain number, and they doing a good thing of doing that. They got drugs in the darker minorities, communities of the world, drug infested. They've been shooting germs in them people's water over in Africa, parasites, that Ebola. That ain't nothing but chemical warfare. Kill the people off and steal everything out the land. They've been doing that for years. So let's put it where it's supposed to be put at. See, people like to play around the surface. I get to the point. And like I say, if this offend people, go reference it up. King Leopold III went on over there to Congo, got the rubber trees. How you think Goodrich and all them got their stuff off the ground? They was taking all the trees, hauling them out of there, and making rubber for vehicles. Come on now. Again, do your history. Do your history. Africa is the cradle of civilization. Yes, it is. That's the breadbasket. Okay? But they show this bullshit on the screen with the malaria. Ever since I've been a little boy, they got this Santa Claus looking dude. They put him up there every few years. Oh, he talks all soft. Help to donate for the third. Oh, man, get the fuck out of here. While that's happening, they stealing out the back door. And they put that up. Propaganda. Propaganda, folks. That's the Illuminati. You want to talk about Illuminati? That's Illuminati tactics. Confuse the masses, run us in this economic slave trade, which they are the economic pimps and we the economic prostitutes. You know, this is from one of my old videos. I'm gonna tell you what the economic pimp is. One who profits off the economic sector and exploit it. An economic prostitute is one who works at a 9-to-5 job and work for a corporation, and he's just a worker bee or she just a worker bee. You're a prostitute. You work for the government, you got GS, you still an economic prostitute. The ones who run the organization, who runs the banks, controls the world commerce, is the economic pimps. And the ones who work for the establishment is the economic prostitutes. It's common sense, common knowledge, folks. So I use the title of my video to talk about various things. So there you go. Usually I do that, because I like to talk about different stuff. So, but it's still, I pointed out some issues about the Native American. Okay? I want to give a shout out to this guy I know. He's a taxi cab driver. You know my folks. and he's in the DMV area. His name is Nightwolf. He's an Indian brother, Native American, whatever he represent. That's what he represent. This video, is for him. So I'm giving him paying homage, giving him a shout out. Yep, gotta shoot some people out, and to all the historical Native Americans in the past, and pray for those people. Send your prayers up, cause they being still messed with, what have you. Society still treat them like they outcasts, and ain't that some bullshit? They was the first ones here. The first people to settle here and get treated like you know what. That gives you the sense of mankind's logic. Now we have this justice or else about to come. You got this Black Lives Matter. Native Americans' lives matter too. Let's not forget that. Their lives matter too. How quickly we forget as the negro. Actually, they set the stage for everybody. So pay respect to those people, that race. Because half of us got that blood running through our veins. So you got to pay homage. So I go on and on. It's a lovely world, but as long as you got evil people running around in this world, that's the way it is. But I give you the mental gun. I give you the mental ammunition. I give you the mental when you decide to pull that trigger and shoot that bullet, knowledge to combat your enemy. This is why I make publications like that. Know who the enemy is. And the true enemy is the one you don't see. They got front men. It's like these other guys. They got it's like I'm gonna have to jack his stuff. They got buffer Negroes. Yes, they do. You got modern day Uncle Toms. Social media is a good platform for people's ideologies to come out, and then you get to see, once you sit back and watch some of these guys and women's videos, you see the coons come out the chest to speak. You see them come out the jack in the box, and there's a lot of them. You got some guys talk about one guy videos. I stroll down this joint. I'm not putting his name on Front Street. Talks about him constantly, like he got a Jones for the man. It's like my man said, it's a lot of download brothers running around, and it is. You get to start wondering when a man keep talking about another man on social media and don't even know that man. That's get kind of no disrespect to the homosexual community, but that gets kind of homophobic, don't you think? So you got to look at these terms and conditions I'm talking about. I mean, it's a whole catalyst of things we can do as black folks. But I'm trying to get my viewers and my subscribers to see you got to think out the box sometimes. You got to think about other people's holocausts too. I know we suffered. I know we was dragged over here with some bullshit. That's why I call myself a true patriot too, because we are the true patriots. And we still fighting and bleeding and dying for this country. And then we got situations like Freddie Gray, Trayvon Martin, Eric Gardner, Sandra Bland, and the list goes on, and on. And we still show our patriotism to this country. This is why, brothers and sisters, you shouldn't settle for less. Okay? Think about your Native American brother who suffered. And think about your suffering. And once you flip that coin, you can make it to a victory. That's why it kills me to see this ignorance keep playing itself in the inner communities and people acting ignorant to each other as Negroes. And we got enough examples, enough historians, enough dudes that got bullets to the dome, got assassinated, trying to free our minds from mental slavery. It's no fucking excuse in 2015 why we keep living in this dungery state. You can't blame nobody but your motherfucking self. I hate to get raw on y'all, but that's the way it is. We wasn't permitted to go to libraries back then. We wasn't permitted to do nothing but pick that fucking cotton and get tortured if we didn't do what Master said. Now we got opportunity to do everything. We got these millionaire ball players, athletes, actresses, stars, what have you. These rappers making tons of money on YouTube. Videos go viral like a son of a bitch. A million views. I be looking at them youngins. They making guap. So why won't we stop crying and bitching? Like I always say, put the money in the big pot and stop making our own businesses. And stop working for the man. And stop being, here I go again, economic fucking prostitutes. See how all this ties in? Learn from your oppressors' dealings. Campaign the Native Americans. Campaign us as Negroes. Divided up the fucking territories. Took upon himself to rebuild America. Sold it up. That's it. That's all. That's what happened, folks. Things were getting tied up while we was just laborers, to speak. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And this is how it's done. Study your history. Every campaign, shit get done. Stuff get changed. Laws get changed. People got to die, unfortunately. That's war. War brings what? Money. That's it. That's your Illuminati. See, it's not hard to figure it out. All through history, we study one race, one lineage, push the objective, kill off other ethnicities to stay in power, put the foot on other countries to stay in power, to keep the wealth running through their bloodline. Not yours, not mine, whoever the shoe fits. And that's how it's played out on your world stage. Even now in 2015, this is why we have all these social conditions and destruction within the communities. That's it, folks. I hope y'all enjoy this. I hope y'all partake in this. And like I say, pray for the Native Americans. May God bless them, the ones that's gone and the ones that's still here today. Give my shout outs to the guy I talked about, Night Wolf. I hope y'all get this publication in your mind. And I hope I didn't offend nobody. If I did, go to them sucker ass channels, like I say. Go get some soft shit. Cause all you gonna get up in your face, raw commentary, knowledgeable commentary, the right commentary. You gonna get commentary that can feed your mind to make you think another way so you can get on your motherfucking grind for real. And start worrying about the world's problems. Start worrying about that sucker ass boss that you work for. They don't give a hell about you. And I know y'all going through this, cause I'm going through it. That's always gonna happen if you don't work for yourself and run your own business. You always gonna have to be at the behest of somebody, and when they start cutting downsizing, guess who's gonna go first? Your black ass. Peace out.